Hey, beautiful. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. I could also go for darling, sunshine, my love, tesoro, my flame. You can see I can go on for a while with this. Let me know if you dislike it. I wouldn't want to be too forward. Maybe you don't really think the same about me like I do about you. Anyway, it's not so important right now. Seeing as my friend Salvatore is collecting information and I did my preparations already, there is nothing I have to do. Would you like to spend some time together? I know so much about you, and I know this may sound really arrogant of me to say, but would you like to know me a bit better as well? Don't feel forced to do that. You don't have to. I just thought we could maybe do something together. It doesn't need to be anything in particular, or maybe about me in any way. Maybe you'd like to be alone? Or at least away from me? Sorry, I'm still new to this and, well, a bit afraid that I'm either annoying or maybe even worse. You you wouldn't mind? But you also feel a bit tired. Is there something you would like to do? We can also just relax on the couch for a bit, maybe just talk. Does that sound okay for you? Great! Let me grab some blankets. There. Would you like something to drink? I know I drink a lot of coffee, but I also have some tea if you prefer. There's some Earl Grey, fruit tea blend, mint ginger, apple. Oh, okay. Let me grab that for you. There we go. Would you like some sugar? Or do you prefer honey? Maybe a slice of lemon or fresh ginger? I've got everything prepared. It's kind of a habit of mine to be prepared for anything. Somehow I feel like I always need to be ready. Not just things regarding my profession, but I guess it stems from that. You don't need to worry though, I won't bother you with any details from that. I could imagine it's not too relaxing to think about that. Let's just sit here and talk about something else. Is there anything you would like to know? You can ask me whatever you want. About my childhood? No, it's fine, it's fine. I just really didn't expect you to ask me that. Well, you already know some stuff about my motives to do what I do and a little about my upbringing as well. But sure, if you want that, I can tell you some more about it. Don't forget to drink your tea though. Wouldn't want it to get cold. I can make you a fresh one anytime though. So, where do I start? I've told you some things about my dad, right? About him being affiliated with the mob, etc. And not really around. Yeah, he was quite the bad role model. He didn't care much about my mom or me. Sometimes I felt like he was only around for image purposes. He didn't do much in terms of helping in the family, if I can even call this a family. His true family was the mob, not us. My mom was neglected most of the time, even more than me. I got yelled at a lot. She most of the time just got straight up ignored. Why I got yelled at? Well, because of the fact I was raised entirely by my mom, and by that I was exposed to things and developed interests he thought weren't manly or suited for a man. Like cooking, for example. He said that isn't something for a boy like myself. I have to learn other things to enter family business. I didn't really know what he was doing back then, so I had no idea what he meant. But one thing was clear to me. I didn't want to end up like him. And now look at me. Anyway, it was rough. Even though he made some pretty good cash with his job there, my mom and I lived in poverty. Not just the fact that he wouldn't give her much money to begin with, but that man had a gambling habit and he drank quite a lot too. He honestly was one of the worst poker players I have ever seen. But the moment he got intoxicated, oh boy, it got even worse. We started to call him Broke Beppe. Yeah, he was Italian. He'd wage money he didn't have, other things. He played for favors, for heaven's sake. Anything to keep him playing. If it would have been just me that would have had to live with the consequences of his behavior, that would have been one thing. But my mother, she didn't deserve that. She had a heart of gold and the patience of an angel. But I guess that made her also a bit naive. She always hoped that this guy would change. Well, spoilers, he didn't. Not even one bit. At least I can say he was never violent towards her. How could he be? He wasn't around after all. Anyway, she was just such a sweetheart, loved by all who surrounded her. She was a bit clumsy at times, but I think that only added to her charm. What's there about me? Well, I've never been the best student. Teachers hated me. Always seemed distracted, looking outside the window, as if I would live in my own world. But what I hated most about me was the fact that even though I did that, I still knew what they talked about. I don't know how I did that, but it pissed them off really badly. My mom told me once on the Parents' Day, when the teachers talked to her about me, that she felt like she's facing judgment on Doomsday. Everyone just hated me. But she gave me everything I could have ever wanted. Well, not everything, because we didn't have the means to. You get the drift. She encouraged me to follow my own path. Not to force myself onto something because it's expected, or do something because others do it. Not there was a huge risk of me doing that. People usually try to stay away from me. It was a well-known fact who my father associates with. So it was better to stay out of my way. There was just one boy who had the courage to actually talk to me, be my friend. No, it wasn't Salvatore. I got to know him much later on. His name was... Oh, I guess he's already done. Give me a sec. It won't be long. Hello? I've received 2 coins. Yes, I accept connection. Please do. Ciao Salvatore. Dimmi. Ah, ok. Non preoccuparti. Grazie, amico mio. Prenditi cura di te. Yeah, as I suspected. It wasn't going to be that easy. I only got a small lead. Looks like I have to figure out more by myself. The only thing he found out was the name of one of the goons that work for the person who ordered the hit. I know the organization, where it came from. They call themselves L'Internationale, formed up by splinter groups of different organizations and origins. So I need to make sure I have the right guy. Right now I'll have to go and question that mobster. From information I've received, it's a small-time mobster from the motherland. I should have practiced my Russian. It's a bit rusty. I won't be gone for too long, so don't worry. Here, I'll give you this. This may be old, but a phone like this will always connect. And the line is safe as well, so no one will trace you or me back. You can feel right at home here. What's mine is yours. I'll make it quick. Take care, my sweetheart. Расцветали яблони и груши, папали туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег на крутой. Выходила